What's up guys, Justin here of Tech, and tablets can be really useful for homeschooling or other work from home needs. And it's a good thing that Huawei introduced two new affordable tablets, this MatePad T10 and the higher version, the MatePad T10s that we reviewed in a separate video. So now let's focus on the more budget-friendly MatePad T10, and let's see if its trimmed down specs can work for you. Okay, so the MatePad T10 and T10s sports a similar design. That's a metal body textured with somehow a grainy metallic layer. Both also have a subtle polycarbonate thin bar near the rear camera, and this is where you can distinguish the two. The MatePad T10 has a matte finish on it, while the T10s has a glossy one. The tablet feels light to hold, making it easy to bring anywhere. This colorway is called Deep Sea Blue, and it's the only color available. Do note that just like the T10s, it can be quite a smudge magnet, so we advise using a case. Other than the 5-megapixel camera at the back, you can also find some Huawei branding. Located on the right are its power and volume buttons, as well as two microphones. Meanwhile, there's nothing on the left, but on top you'll find a loudspeaker. At the bottom part, it comes with another loudspeaker, a USB Type-C port, a headphone port, and a micro SD card slot that's expandable up to 512GB. Yes, this is a Wi-Fi only tablet. Now flipping over to its display, we get a 9.7-inch IPS screen with a resolution of 1280 by 800 pixels and a pixel density of 156 pixels per inch. The bezels all around look thick, and as you can see, the 2-megapixel front camera and LED indicator are located on the longer side, indicating that it's best used in landscape mode. Generally, the quality is pretty okay. It's not that vibrant, but it can get really bright. If you're not too nitpicky and don't mind an HD display, then this will do you good. In the settings, you can change the screen's color temperature or take advantage of the ebook mode to reduce eye strain. As for audio quality, unlike the MatePad T10s, the MatePad T10 doesn't boast any Harman Kardon loudspeakers. But even so, the sound quality is fine. There's not much bass, but it can get amply loud and clear for a small room. Still, if you want a better audio experience, we do suggest using your favorite wired headsets. Focusing on performance, the MatePad T10 packs the same high silicon Kirin 710A processor and a Mali G51 GPU as the T10s. But as for RAM and storage, it gets a lower 2GB of RAM and 32GB of internal storage. Due to its measly RAM, running multiple apps in the background can be quite a problem, so it's better to only keep it to a minimum. It can handle basic tasks and even light gaming, but other than that, don't expect so much from it. Mostly when you play heavy games like Asphalt 9, PUBG Mobile, or Call of Duty, expect a laggy experience even when you're using the standard settings. For some numbers, take a look at the benchmark scores we got. When it comes to software, running the MatePad T10 is Huawei's EMUI 10.1 based on Android 10. And as you would expect from other newer Huawei devices, it doesn't come with Google Mobile Services. Instead, you get the Huawei Mobile Services, and you get to download apps from its native app gallery. It can take some getting used to, especially if this is the first time you're using a Huawei device. But the app gallery seems to be continuously growing and now has some of the most popular apps in the market. And if the app is not in the app gallery, you can download through Huawei's Petal Search widget. With this widget, it will allow you to install apps that are not only from Huawei's app gallery but also from official and third-party websites. It also provides suggestions and trending apps information. However, sideloading Google apps can be quite a tedious process without the Google Play Store installed and running well. But if it's fine with you, you can use the browser to access further Google sites and create shortcuts to your home screen for faster access. As for other features, the T10 has multi-window, tablet clone, kids corner, and Huawei Share that works like AirDrop if you're part of the Huawei ecosystem. Out of the 32GB storage, we get a usable 15GB that you can further expand up to 512GB via micro SD card. For biometrics, you don't get any face recognition or fingerprint scanner feature here. Instead, you can unlock the device via PIN, pattern, or password, which aren't bad at all and are way more secure if you're going to ask us. Quickly on connectivity, the MatePad T10 is packed with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.0, GPS, OTG, and yes, it comes with an FM radio app too. Moving over to battery, it comes with the same 5,100 mAh capacity as the MatePad T10s, and in our PC Mark's battery test, the device yielded 16 hours and 10 minutes. Meanwhile, in our standard video loop test where we loop a 1080p movie at 50% brightness and volume, airplane mode turned on, and earphones plugged in, we got a total of 24 hours and 20 minutes. So the T10 can surely last you a whole day on moderate use. But if you're heavy on the video calls and streaming, then you'll probably have to charge it once more in a day. As for charging, with its 10 watts charger, the average charging takes about an hour and a half or up to 2 hours. Now for cameras, similar to the T10s, the MatePad T10 also touts the same 5-megapixel rear camera and a 2-megapixel selfie shooter. And just like what we said before, don't expect too much from it as tablets today aren't really built for photography. It's quite comparable to an entry-level phone's cameras. But nonetheless, the images produced are decent enough and would suffice for casual use. And the same goes for its selfie shooter. For videos, the front camera allows you to shoot up to 720p while getting up to 1080p for the rear. Again, this quality should be good enough for your video calls or quick snapshots. Alright, finally let's talk more about the price. As I've mentioned earlier, the Huawei MatePad T10 has a shining price of 6,999 pesos. With almost half the price of its bigger sibling, the T10s, the trimmed down aspects seem to be very reasonable. But if you are going to buy this entry-level tablet, be sure to manage your expectations. Of course, don't expect any Google mobile services and LTE connectivity, plus the performance isn't buttery smooth with the limited RAM. But nonetheless, do expect a long battery life and expandable storage for up to 512GB. And there you have it guys, if the specs of the T10 are too low for you, then you might want to check out the MatePad T10s. But before you go, we'd like to share that Huawei has just launched its official e-commerce platform, the Huawei Store. Here you can shop all authentic Huawei products without any worries as every transaction is safe. You can also pay any way you want. There's cash on delivery, credit cards, and e-wallets like GCash, Alipay, or WeChat. So what are you waiting for? Don't forget to check out the Huawei Store to buy all your favorite Huawei devices and sign up now to redeem your 500 pesos voucher. Tell your friends and family as well, we'll put the link in the description box. And that's a wrap. If you found this video helpful, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to our channel for more content, hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads, and be sure to visit yugatech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this is Justin, and don't forget to wash your hands and stay at home.